I spent over a decade working with men and found out that those who were the most depressed all had this one trait in common. I still work as a dating and relationship coach for most of my 20s, and I help anywhere from 19 to 54-year-old men, from virgins to players. I help them regain confidence to feel worthy of a woman's love. However, it was not the divorced men or the shy university kids, the ones that struggled the most. Most of my clients who battled the worst depressions were usually in their mid-30s to 40s. And these were good-looking men, often successful entrepreneurs. At first I was shocked because these guys are often in good shape. They were charming, they were wealthy, but most of them were miserable. And they were depressed because they had done everything that society told them will make them happy. They built a business, and they were married with children, very athletic too, yet at the end of the day they felt completely empty. Because it is easier for a guy who is broke, sick and lonely to justify his misery than it is for a man who has it all on paper. This is what I call the second mountain crisis, because the first mountain is success. It's building a business, it's having an exit, getting married, getting a house with a white fence, kids, dog. It's the conquering of what society tells you that you should conquer. Just to realize afterwards that even though you've won the game of life, you don't really feel much better. And if anything, you feel worse because there is no big goal to chase anymore. So the second mountain appears, which more than a mountain is actually a cave. It's a descent into the heart. This is where a man realizes that he has built a life that no longer feels like his, that his self-worth hangs by a very tiny thread, where every win doesn't matter much anymore, but every loss pierces him deeply. I've met billionaires who lived in constant financial anxiety because for them a bad choice costs them millions and impacts thousands of people. So they were often overthinking, doubting themselves, and ruminating on whether or not they were doing the right thing. So from the outside, most men want to reach success, but I can tell you that there is no greater despair than the one a man feels when he realizes he has been running full speed his whole life in the wrong direction. So what's the one trait that all of these men had in common is that they were relentless. And that was their gift and their curse, because they spent decades becoming really good at being someone else, just to realize that success that is not rooted in authenticity is never success. It's just an expensive prison, because no amount of money, status or achievements will ever fill the void of a man who refuses to do the inner work.